in conjunction with the budget presentation in April and the press release by our Deputy Premier and the effort of our Premier, the Turks and Caicos Islands PACE, the Poverty Alleviation and Citizens Empowerment Group under the Social Development, will start a food bank because our government is desirous of making sure that our people who are unemployed or low-income families do benefit from bread basket items. And so today we want to announce to the entire Turks and Caicos Islands that PACE will be having a food drive on Saturday, the 14th of June. In Providenciales first, all of the PACE officers from throughout the Turks and Caicos Islands will be here to launch this food drive at all of our major food stores. And then we will move into Grand Turk. Perhaps the following Saturday we will announce it, and to North Caicos, South Caicos, and throughout the islands. So my appeal today, in addition to the letters that my office has sent out to grocery stores and to members of our community, my appeal is to ask you to participate in this food drive on Saturday and beyond. We're asking you to drop off some food at our table on Saturday or in the pail that we would have with us, because we do have pockets of poverty in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And we would like to make sure that every child, every family can at least have a meal of food and a nutritious meal of food. And so we have people who cannot afford the items that they need, the rising cost of food, especially in milk and cereals that our children must have, is beginning to go skyrockets, even though some of these items are duty-free. And our government has sent out an appeal to all of the grocery stores, asking them to work with us. In addition, PACE believes that because we are here to alleviate poverty, we don't only want to repair homes, we don't only want to do the educational programs that we are doing, but we also want to feed families. So again, my appeal to you, our people of the Turks and Caicos Islands, is to please participate. Please make a contribution on Saturday and any day after in Providenciales, and then as we move on to the other islands, we called on you there too, to buy an extra tin of corned beef, an extra tin of peas, an extra bag of rice, and drop it off at our desk on Saturday. The food bank will indeed cater to the families of the Turks and Caicos Islands who are on low income salaries, who cannot buy the things that they need to for their children. We would look at senior citizens and also single parents. Of course, we would look at unemployed workers and disabled people. And so again, with so many of us in the Turks and Caicos Islands who can afford to feed our families, I want us to have a conscience and agree that we can help to feed others, especially the children who are going to school without. In the meantime, you know that my government is appealing and working with the grocery store owners to look at the prices again. We know that the rising cost of oil is contributing to the high prices, not only in the Turks and Caicos. We do not only have poverty here, but we are most concerned of our poverty here. We have poverty in China, and of course Africa. We know our closely by neighbor Haiti. We have poverty in the Bahamas, but the difference between us and them that our PACE program is addressing our issue. Our government is addressing the issue. So I'm appealing to you, business owners, people of our community who have, to help the have-nots so that we can have a united country, we can have reduction in crime, we can have more people living a healthier lifestyle, and of course, more focused children who will be able to go to school and focus on their education. I have the PACE administrator with me who will share some of the process that we may go through in setting up this food bank that will be administered from the Social Development Office here in Palmco building. Monday to Friday, she'll tell you about the applications, and then we have our other officers from the other islands who may want to share a word at this time.
The PACE Food Bank, we have guidelines set up for applicants. First, there's a process where persons will come in and fill out an application. Then PACE officers will then have to go out and do an investigation. And upon the investigation, we then assess the applications, and we will call you and notify you whether you're approved or you're not approved. But this process will take a short time. This process we're looking at about 2 days. We have in place where there are persons who are in need of emergency food. We will be able to distribute food to you right away. And we also want to stress that this program, we don't want to have persons on this program for a long period of time. So therefore, we also set up a time period which will give you 3 months. And upon 3 months, we will review your application and take it from there. Also, we're going to be developing food bank cards where persons will have a card, we issue a number, and you'll have your food bank card, which will also help with the ease the process when you're coming to get your food. It will ease the process where you'll just present your card and persons, you'll get your food right away. Also, we don't want persons coming in or on the food bank program to abuse the program. So we have guidelines set up where we want persons who are selling the food, or we find there are persons are shipping the food out. So we have rules that are in place that would also protect the bank. And persons will have to, we have forms that we develop forms that are for deposits. We call it deposit slip for the food bank, and we also have withdrawal slips. So persons who are depositing into the bank will have a slip to fill out, which they will keep for their records. And then we have a withdrawal slip where we will keep proper documentation of whatever food items person withdraw from the bank. And to even ease the process, we are asking whenever you come to apply that you bring with you a government issued ID, which will make the process much easier, and probably we will say a passport. And for persons who are not Turks and Caicos Islanders, we would need some legal documents also. So be aware that you'll need those documents in order for us to speed up the process. Like the minister says, persons who are eligible will be low-income families, single parents, senior citizens, unemployed workers, disabled people.
Yes, the program launched on Saturday, June 14th. Our PACE offices would be shared among all of our major grocery stores in Providenciales, where they would have pamphlets and information, armed with information for the general public. So please stop by their table and speak to them on Saturday, June 14th.
Poverty basically maybe is brought on by, let's say, a lack of a job or maybe not being able to provide for yourself. Like you said with the program, you will, those who are really in need, you will give them a 3-month period in which you will reevaluate them. During that 3 months, are you helping them to, let's say, get jobs or better themselves during that 3 months besides just giving them food?
Yes, very good question. The program, the food bank program, will initially start with a 3-month time frame. But during that 3 months, we will be investigating the family or have a need assessment conducted. The PACE program is already sponsoring free computer classes at the Felix Morley Community Center in 5 Keys, free reading classes. The PACE program also has a mentorship program, and we have the New Beginning in 5 Keys, the Skill Training Center. So what we will do with our recipients, we will take them, if they are not computer literate, we'll take them through the computer classes. If someone have problems with reading, we will encourage them to attend the reading classes. And we also would provide them, we would help them find jobs, job placement, so that we will remove them from the food bank and onto the job. So that is what PACE means, PA for poverty alleviation. The food bank will enable them to be alleviated from poverty. And so the computer classes and the reading classes will therefore at the Skill Training Center in 5 Keys, where we are offering cosmetologists, electrical, computer, all these programs that will take you through an empowerment stage, and you will then be marketable for a job. You'll be ready to be placed on a job, and we would also prepare you for that job and help you to find it and counsel you and work with you while you're going through these different stages of the PACE program. We don't want our people to be on food bank for more than 6 months. We believe that it will be revolving. You would have people coming and going. But if we can empower that family to stand on its own 2 feet, that will be the real meanings of PACE. Oh, take that.
What happened in there? Under so much stress.
You sure you can find this mic?
Put it on up underneath.
Wait. Give her time to, what are you going to say? I guess we need to put our phones on silent. Hmm.